Hello, George Zimney here with Zeal Financial Group. Today I'm going to be talking to you about understanding your new representative account with Family Heritage and the Zeal iPad setup. So if you're watching this video, most likely you're in the final phase of the interview process, or you've already accepted a position with our company. If that's the case, welcome aboard. If I have not met you, I cannot wait to meet you and to meet your family. And give you a congratulatory handshake and maybe even a hug, welcoming you to the organization and to our family as well. So with that being said, now's the time for us to really talk to you about just a quick detail in reference to your new career, something that a lot of companies in the industry never get into and a lot of representatives don't really fully understand. And as you know, this is your business. Everybody that works with the company is an independent contractor. It's a very different relationship than what most of us have experienced in the past, previous careers with being an employee or a W-2 type of relationship. In the industry of insurance and financial and a lot of that financial umbrella, most companies have an advance pay or a draw structure. We are not a draw, but our structure is called advance pay. And so the only way to have an advance pay structure or setup and be efficient with it is for the new representative to have and maintain a corporate account with the company, and that company is Family Heritage. So each new representative is set up with their own corporate account. It's kind of like a bank account, but not quite like a bank account. So let me walk you through a little bit of as far as what this entails. Okay, so I'm just going to read from top to bottom. The statement of account shows that you see on your screen right now is showing what the advance looks like. And so this statement of account is actually, the statement of account report is a monthly report that every new representative has access to through the agent portal portion of the Family Heritage Life website. And these reports are published at the end of the month, and they're active for you to see live on the website. In addition to the reports, you get weekly advance statement or commission statement, or as a lot of you know, it'd be an earnings report. And so you can track your progress. You can analyze the details of your paycheck. And if you ever have any questions, you can print out that report, write down your question, give the company a call, and reference that question that you put down. And they'll answer your question. And they're very, very customer service, and the agent department is incredibly responsive and thorough when working with new and experienced representatives. And so the statement of account, what you see here is it's a real statement of account from one of our representatives. And I just took a sample portion from that full statement. I didn't want to disclose the representative's name and all their private information. But what this shows is a 7-month commission advance. And so most of you, as you're watching this video, you're at a place in the interview process, or you've accepted a position, and you for the most part understand how the advance works. But here's how it actually looks on your month-to-month statement of account report. And so what Family Heritage does, just to reiterate what you probably already know, is they pay 7 months of commissions per policy sold when that policy is received. But you as the representative, you only collected 1 month from that family or that business owner to start that policy. And so in the example on the screen, one policy sold cost the client $100 a month, as an example. If you came in on a 30-point, a new agent contract, then you earned $30 per month, every month for the first 12 months of that policy. So that one month, that first sale, you earned $30 commissions, but what you're actually paid is a 7-month advance. So Family Heritage puts their money where their mouth is. They pay you a lot more cash than you've actually earned, assuming that you're a professional, that you're writing good business, that your business will stay on the books, etc. So your actual paycheck from that one simple policy sold is $210. And Family Heritage direct deposits through a system called Fast Cash straight to your checking account, your personal checking account, 2 to 3 business days after that policy is processed. So if you look down here, it says 7-month advance, and this particular representative received 3 advances in the month of October. 1 week was $475.20, 1 week was $108, and the third week was $382.32. So on this exact same statement of account, it also shows the Sales Academy charge. This was a brand new representative. And what Family Heritage does is they advance, or they provide the cash to pay for the hotel and or the flight. Most of our representatives within the Missouri, Kansas, Illinois, kind of these Midwest markets drive because it's only 6 to 8 hours away to get to Sales Academy in Nashville or Dallas. But if a representative, from a timing standpoint, needs to fly and they're approved by the sales director, then what Family Heritage does is they put forth the cash and they pay for the hotel, and they put forth the cash and they pay for the flight. But those costs are put on to the new representative's corporate account, and you see that where it says, next to the blue arrow, to the left of the blue arrow, it says Sales Academy charge, $262.98. And this charge was put on the corporate account on 10/22/14, and it's for travel and entertainment, Moe's Sales School Hotel. So that was the cost of the hotel for the week of Sales Academy. If that representative took a flight, you would see that charge on the corporate account for the flight. And in the next couple of slides, I'm going to walk you through how that charge is eliminated from the representative's corporate account. And so this is the slide showing, again, the same statement of account, and it's showing how that charge is over time eliminated, so it's completely credited back and taken off of that corporate account. Therefore, that Sales Academy, when that full credit through the incentive is achieved, the new representative received the hotel and the flight, or if it was just the hotel or a combo of the both, received essentially no cost out of their pocket, and that credit was applied to their account, therefore eliminating that charge. And it's all done through a Family Heritage incentive bonus. And so the bonus incentive credits $50 straight to that corporate account for each policy sold, and there's no time frame to this. So in the example, this representative obviously sold 3 policies that made up this credit of $150. If you go to the left of the blue arrow in the bottom right-hand corner, it says incentive credit of $150. So $150 was taken off of that charge for Sales Academy. And so here's what happens, though, is if the representative terminates prior to covering the travel cost for the Sales Academy, again, the hotel and or flight, if they terminate before they win enough $50 policy incentive credits, then they're financially responsible for that shortfall. And so, folks, you have to understand that in a business type of environment, when you're working with an independent contractor, an independent representative, the best partnership is when both parties have skin in the game. So what Family Heritage has set up is a great incentive for a new representative to not have to pay anything whatsoever for the cost of 4 days of thorough and adequate training, nor do they have to really pay anything for the cost of a flight or the cost of the hotel once they're there, if they simply follow through on their commitments to pursue the career, work the career after the training, after the hotel, after the flight, the Sales Academy is over. If they simply follow through on their commitments, then there's no cost to them whatsoever. But here's what happens is the company used to send people at 100% the company's cost, and there was no incentive, there's no charge on their corporate account whatsoever, and people took advantage of the company. They took advantage by going to the great training and then coming back and working with a different company. So our company was paying to train people that never provided a business value added back to the company. And so in any partnership, in any business setting, there's a give-take. So as a representative, if you simply do what you're supposed to do and you go to work the way that you said in the interview process you would, then there's no cost and there will never be a cost of this, assuming that you win the full incentive bonus. So in this scenario, the only charge on this account right now that we see is the hotel charge, $262.98. And so when this representative sells 6 policies, it doesn't matter the size of the policy, but when they achieve the number of 6 policies sold, then that would be 6 times $50 per policy as the incentive bonus, or the credit, would be $300. And so it would 100% pay off the cost of that hotel. It would eliminate it at that point of the 6 policies sold, would eliminate the hotel portion or that hotel charge that's on that agent's corporate account. It's as simple as that. If that agent sells 1 policy and then they terminate and they no longer work with the company, they're responsible for the difference of the $262, the hotel charge, minus the credit of $50 for the 1 app sold. They're responsible for that difference that they have to pay to the agency and the organization. Okay, so if you have any questions about this part, definitely ask your team leader, or feel free to call George Zimney, myself, as the sales director, the agency owner. Feel free to call me, and I'm more than happy to walk you through this. It's very simple. It's a great system, but it's built on the commitment of the company and the commitment of the representative to follow through with what they say they're going to do. Okay, so in addition to that, every Zeal Financial Group representative, every representative within the agency is also provided with an iPad and an iPad protected case right upon completing Sales Academy. And so what happens here, the cost of the iPad, the way that's structured is Zeal will advance the cost of the iPad and the iPad case in the exact same format to the new representative's Family Heritage corporate account. And so that will be another charge on the corporate account. It's the exact same structure again as the Sales Academy hotel and flight charge. That advance amount, just like the hotel and flight, will be credited in full, therefore taken off of the corporate account, removed from the corporate account in full for the iPad and the iPad case purchase amount in one of 2 ways. Number one is what most will remove it, and the method that most will get it off in their corporate account is to win the Zeal iPad incentive. And the Zeal iPad incentive is very simple. You have to sell a minimum of 1 policy or 1 application per week, and you have to do so in 12 out of the first 16 weeks of your career. And the first week starts immediately following the week of Sales Academy. Folks, please note, our average full-time career rep sells an average of 3 to 6 policies per week right out of the gates. So this incentive is a very minimal production incentive. And then what happens is that the charge of the iPad and the case is therefore removed from the corporate account, and it is yours to own. It is yours to keep. The second way to get that charge removed from the corporate account, therefore eliminating you from any financial responsibility to that, is to return the iPad in its original condition and the case in its original condition with all the data erased and no restrictions to accessing the device, therefore no restricted passwords, so the iPad is usable to anybody. So return the iPad in its original condition and the case to an active member of Zeal Financial Group within 7 business days of verbal termination. And then that charge will be removed from the corporate account. Again, if you have any questions about this, ask a member of Zeal Financial Group, a team leader, or call and ask me directly. I'm more than happy to spend the time so you fully understand the business side of your new career. To wrap things up, we have a simple Sales Academy and iPad agreement form. It's a full disclosure form that goes through all the details of everything I just explained. Every representative is required to provide a credit or a debit card. And this is a security feature that we have implemented and rolled out. that's been very, very effective at making sure that an individual does not take advantage of the system or take advantage of Family Heritage or Zeal Financial Group in reference to Sales Academy as well as the iPads. And so basically, you'll be handed this form, you'll be asked to fill it out. It's very simple and straightforward, and we'll give you a copy of it. And basically, what it outlines is your commitment, your financial responsibility if you default on doing anything after Sales Academy, or if you terminate, you don't work with our company anymore, and you do not give the iPad back if you did not win it through the incentive, the 16-week incentive. And so this outlines that agreement. And in the case that there's any shortfall on the corporate account from the Sales Academy hotel and or flight, and for the replacement value of the iPad, if it's not returned or if it's not earned or won through the incentive or the case, then Zeal Financial Group has the authority to charge the credit or debit card for those costs from the iPad or the shortfall from the Sales Academy. So again, this is a safety feature that we have in place to make sure that we're not being taken advantage of. Folks, the bottom line, if you do what you say you're going to do, everything works itself out. We're going to do what we say we're going to do. We're going to give you 100% of our best effort and our resources and our care and our heart. We're going to treat you like you're a new family member. Just simply do what you say you're going to do. If you have any questions, ask the questions, communicate, and we'll build a business together, and we'll grow a company together, and we'll have a lot of fun doing so. So again, this has been a short introduction and a simple training on the Sales Academy, corporate account, and iPad agreement. Again, thanks so much for listening and watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Make today great.